Finding a stockbroker to start getting invested, super easy. There's so many out there. But finding the right one, not so much, because actually it's overwhelming. There's so many choices. And obviously there's a lot of aspects to consider when finding the right stockbroker that works for you. Now, I made many videos about different brokers in the past, also how to choose them. But in this video, I really want to focus on one specific aspect of your broker selection. And that's finding a stockbroker that really has an international presence that allows you to move your account from one country to another without having to sell your portfolio or transferring it to another broker, which can be expensive, time consuming, and quite a bit of a hassle. So I really urge you to go for a broker that has international presence in many different countries. And one of those brokers, which also happens to be my main broker of choice, is actually Interactive Brokers. As you can see over here, I mean, they really cover pretty much most of the countries globally. So chances are, wherever you're watching this video from, you're going to be able to open an Interactive Brokers account. And you may say, well, why is that important? Because as I'm always saying in my videos, time can be your best friend or your worst enemy. So you want to start investing as soon and early as possible. Some people start investing as early as 18, which is amazing. Some people start in their 50s, which is also okay. If you live until 80, 90, that's another 30, 40 years ahead of yourself. And as I said, it's important to be invested in the long term, right? I'm not talking about day trading in and out, but really long-term investing. And the chances are that you might live in the future in another country. I don't know about you, but personally, I lived in many different countries. Since I started my career, I used to be a luxury hotel general manager. I used to live in the UK, in Switzerland, in China, in the UAE, in Lithuania, now back to the UAE. So I really moved a lot to different countries. And who knows, maybe in the future I'll continue moving. And you never know where life will take you. So I think it's very important to have a broker that can grow with you. On the one hand side with your investments, but also on a global perspective. As I said, you want to be open and don't have to think, will that broker support my move to another country? You want to be sure that whichever broker you select, you can easily transfer your portfolio without having to sell it. Because in most cases, if you sell it, then you have to pay the taxes on it. And that can be really expensive. So I really urge you to look for a broker that has a global presence. And that's why, obviously, I'm a big fan of Interactive Brokers. They are arguably one of the biggest brokers out there that have been operating for many, many years. It's a US listed stock company as well. So they really know what they're doing. And that's why I also trust the majority of my portfolio with them. So in this video, I'm going to show you how easily you can move your Interactive Brokers account from one country to another, how long it takes, and my experience with that. I assume when you watch this video, you already have an Interactive Brokers account. And if you don't have one yet, thinking about getting one, then please use my link down in the description below. They really run you through what it all offers, the pricing, so on. You find it all on the website, and they make it really easy to guide you through the process to open an account and get you started. So once you have your account up and running, obviously that's the main user interface. I made a number of tutorials about Interactive Brokers in the past. So yeah, obviously in the beginning, you may not have money, you deposit it, but assuming you have some money already in there, what you want to be doing is go over here where it says welcome Kai. Probably it's going to say your name, whatever it will be. So click on that over here. And from here, just go into your settings. Right, so here you will find all your account settings. It can be a little bit overwhelming because there's so many settings, which is also the benefit of Interactive Brokers. But for some beginners, it might also be a bit too much to understand where is something located. And obviously what we want to be looking at over here is the legal residence. Now, for me, it says obviously United Arab Emirates. That's where I'm now based, where I'm a resident, where I'm a tax resident as well. So obviously there is no income tax. That's another benefit of being over here. But in your case, it may be registered wherever you registered your account under. In the past, I used to have my account registered in Lithuania, where I used to be a resident. But then obviously, since I shifted to Dubai, I moved my account to Dubai. And obviously, once you see over here, you can't just click into this. So a lot of people say, well, how do I change it from here? So what you want to click on is the profile. You can see anything in blue, highlighted in blue, you can actually modify or go into. So click in your profile. Here you will see your profile. Obviously, in most cases, it will only be one. Sometimes some people have a joint account. There might be a different, your partner over here, or even your kids, if you have a custodial account. But in this case, let's click on the pencil icon to edit and then click on profile. And here you'll be seeing all your personal details. However, when you look at it, you won't actually find the option to change your legal country of residence. You can change your residential address, but technically it won't change your account. What I've shown you before, the legal address of your account won't be changed. You can just change your residential mailing address, but technically that won't affect your location where your account is based on. So you have to do one more thing before you can actually do it yourself. And for that, you actually just go to the FAQ section of Interactive Brokers. And honestly, they make it very easy to run you through the process of how it works. All you have to do is ask the question and you'll come right away with the answer over here. And basically very simple. So what you want to do is obviously go into the client portal, which we just been to. And instead of going to the settings, you want to go to the help menu. So let's do that. I'll walk you through the process. Over here, just click on help. If you enjoy this kind of videos and me sharing my tools, I actually have a free list of all the tools that I use in my private life, in my business life, for health, for all the various aspects of my life, basically. And I think some of those can be really useful for you. So check the link down in the description below. You get free access to that list. Then obviously it says Secure Message Center. So let's click on that, Secure Message Center. And from here, as it says, compose and select new ticket. So let's click over here on compose and new ticket. And then you want to select application assistance. So let's find application assistance down here at the bottom. Click on that and then select the ticket category, document request. Let's go back over here, document request, and then just go ahead and copy the subject line over here, change of country legal residence, go back, just paste it in over here. And then as I say, write a brief summary of your request, including your previous country and your future new country. And then you just literally write it over here. Hi, I'm planning to move my country from this country to that country. Of course, make sure that your country is part of this country list over here. But in most cases, as I said, it most likely will be because literally they're covering a global presence. Just type it over here, select your account. Obviously, if you have different accounts, make sure the exact account is selected that you want to transfer. You may not have any files to upload over here. They will get in touch with you if they need anything additionally. Then you click on preview ticket and submit, and that's literally it. For me, actually, that process was super fast. In less than 24 hours, I had an answer. So basically, as soon as they answer, you will get a message over here in your messaging center. And in my case, it actually told me to go back into my settings, what I showed you in the beginning. And then that field was actually enabled. Meaning when I went back into my profile setting to change my profile, I was actually able to change my legal country of residence. And from there, I could fill out the other details, uploaded my proof of residence over here with a bank statement. You can have different ways how you can prove that you actually live there. And as I said, I've done that. I submitted it, and 24 hours later, my account was migrated from Lithuania to the UAE. So super easy, super simple. And the amazing thing, all my funds, all my holdings were literally easily transferred. I didn't have to do anything about it. Just my legal country of residence was changed. The rest literally maintained and stayed the same as it always has been. So really, really nice. Of course, in some cases, depending where you move to, you want to double check your deposit methods. So if you move to another IBKR Interactive Brokers entity in another country, you might have new deposit details. So make sure you double check which account you actually have to send your money to in the future. So you don't send your funds to the old account, which might delay the process of getting deposit into your account. But apart from that, as I said, super easy, super simple. And that's what I love interactive brokers. While at first it might be a little bit overwhelming for beginners, in the long term, the abilities you have, the global presence, for me, make it so powerful to use. And that's why I keep on using it, love it. Despite the small commission that I pay, obviously there are some commission-free brokers out there, but I'm happy to pay that because what I'm actually saving over here in not having to sell my positions, pay the tax on it to move to a new country, those savings are so much more worth than the little commission that I pay here and there whenever I buy a stock or ETF. If you still have any questions about anything I talked about today, let me know down in the comments below. I'll get back to every single one of you. Next up, check out this video over here. As always, thanks a lot for watching. Stay healthy, get wealthy, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.